Neal, and this is Bookchara. Welcome back. Today I am bringing you my review of Neal Shusterman's Scythe. This is a science fiction fantasy young adult novel published in 2016 by Simon & Schuster, and it is book one in the Arc of the Scythe trilogy. Scythe is set in the year 2042 in Mid-America, which is what we would now call the Midwest, and more specifically in Fulcrum City, aka St. Louis. Shout out to the Lou. In 2042, humanity has made great advancements in science and medicine to the point that war is not a thing, government is not a thing, pain, disease, and death are not a thing. Hence the reason for scythes, hence the reason for the need of population control. In this place and time, scythes are revered, feared, and respected. They are responsible for the administering of gleaning, which is an irreversible death, a death that you cannot come back from. And that's important because in 2042, there are places called revival centers where you can be totally dead and you can go to this revival center and be brought back to life. But when a scythe administers death, that's it, you're dead, the end. So in this book, Citra Terranova and Rowan Damisch are two teens who have been selected by the Honorable Scythe Faraday to train and ultimately compete for a place in the Scythedom. Side note, I loved Citra's character immediately. She reminded me a lot of myself. She is a rule follower. She likes to know the plan. She's a bit of a conspiracy theorist. She expects nothing less than perfection from herself and is also fiercely competitive. So Citra and Rowan are competing for a place in the Scythedom, and things get interesting when more than just the honor of wearing the scythe robes and ring are at stake. My overall impression, this was good. I really enjoyed the thought that went into the practical and psychological implications of immortality. I also enjoyed the format of the book. It was written in third person, where the narrator had a seemingly intimate knowledge of each character's feelings and motivations, and that was broken up in between chapters by excerpts of different sites' journals, which gave not only variety, but a unique perspective. Things that kept this book from being a 5-star read for me. I guessed the plot twist and or the big reveal right as the setup occurred. So I spent a large portion of this book just waiting for the thing to happen. Secondly, I did not care for the chapters that were focused on Rowan and what he had going on. They seemed to drag on to me, and I really found myself quite bored. Will I be continuing the series? The answer is yes, I will. I am quite curious about the role that the Thunderhead plays in all of this. The Thunderhead is kind of like what we know of as the Cloud. It is a sovereign, all-knowing, all-seeing entity that kind of watches over humanity and does not interfere or has not interfered with the Scythedom thus far. That said, there are signs of corruption within the Scythedom, and of course, I am rooting for the good guys and want to see how this plays out. My rating and recommendation, I am giving Scythe by Neal Shusterman 4 out of 5 stars and would recommend this book to people who enjoyed Pierce Brown's Red Rising series. Content warnings. This book contains suicide, violence, and mass murder. The outside of the book says that it is recommended for ages 12 plus. I personally would not give this book to anyone under 16. So that's it for my spoiler-free review of Scythe by Neal Shusterman. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've read this book and what you thought. I will see you guys next time with more bookish content. Bye! That said, there are signs of corruption within the Scythedom, and so, of course, I am rooting for the bad guys and want to see how... I am not rooting for the bad guys. Content warnings. This book can say... I give up. I have a sinus pain right here. It's killing me. I will see you next time with more bookish content. Bye! I hated that ending. Hated it.